Hi, how you doing? I want to talk to you a little bit about vinegar. I use vinegar in loads of my recipes because I think it's really important at the end of a dish to add some brightness, and vinegar is the perfect thing to do that. The only other things that I would use to add brightness and freshness at the end of a recipe were lemons and limes. So there's loads of different vinegars. There's some absolute bonkers ones, but I want to tell you about the vinegars that I use all the time, and then hopefully you can stock up and start adding them to what you make. So first of all, I'm going to go European. So I always have some red wine and white wine vinegar. So these are made from red wine and white wine. You can buy very fancy grapes, you can buy Chardonnay, you can buy Shiraz vinegar, all that kind of stuff, but all you really need is a red wine and a white wine vinegar. Expect to pay, £1.50, $3 for something like this. I really like Aspall's. They're not paying me to say that. I just really like their stuff. It's organic. This is just a bog standard red wine vinegar. The types of things you're going to use this in is if you make, for example, a spaghetti bolognese and you taste it at the end and it's just tasting a bit flat, put a little splash of red wine vinegar in and it just lifts everything up. If you do a tray of roasted butternut squash and it's a bit sweet and it just needs something to brighten it up, a little sprinkle of vinegar will work a treat. So that's my probably most used vinegars. Keep them in the cupboard, throw them into all sorts of things, and if you need advice on what things to put them in, let me know and I'll help you. Now we're going to move actually down, I don't know where, up, down, to Italy, and balsamic vinegar. So balsamic vinegar you can pay from like £1.50, $3 up to crazy amounts. This is quite a fancy vinegar. You'll see, I don't know if you can see, it's quite syrupy. So this is from Modena, and good balsamic vinegar should be from Modena, which is an area of Italy. It's actually a town, very specific. So if it's been made there, it's good. However, they've cottoned onto that, and there's a lot of balsamic vinegar from Modena available that's quite cheap, quite watery. The older a balsamic vinegar is, the more concentrated and the sort of stickier and syrupier it is, and the sweeter it is. So if you want to treat yourself or ask for someone to buy it for you, a little bottle of really good balsamic vinegar. It's really nice to drizzle over tomatoes, or if you're doing some salmon and like broccoli and you want to just zhuzh it up, a bit of lemon and balsamic vinegar and salt and pepper just makes it seem a bit more delicious. The cheapo balsamic vinegar has its place as well. I'll tend to put that in maybe a pasta sauce or a soup, something where I want a bit of acidity and a bit of sweetness, so I tend to have both. So that's balsamic. One of my favourite vinegars, which I know fewer people know about, is sherry vinegar. So sherry vinegar is from Spain. I hope it is. I think it's from Spain. Yeah, anyway, we'll go with Spain. Yes, it is from Spain. Sorry, it's been a long day. So sherry vinegar is kind of made in the same way as wine vinegar, but made from sherry. It's kind of got a smokiness to it, and it's a little bit sweet, but not as sweet as balsamic. I love it. I think it's delicious. It's really good with, if you're doing like a chickpea and chorizo stew and you want to put a bit of freshness and sweetness in at the end. Again, this is one to use at the end. Also really good for salad dressings. I put it over soup. I'll put it over roasted vegetables. Really, really delicious. So that's my kind of European, I think. I'm not very good at geography, clearly. My European vinegars. Then if you're going to get a bit, into cooking, you might want to get something like some Japanese rice vinegar. So this is Japanese, clearly, made from rice wine, I think. Rice, water and salt. Sorry, I know what tastes good, I kind of know about it, but not necessarily the full history. Anyway, this is something to use if you want to add some acidity to something Asian. So if you're making like a really good stir fry or some noodles and you want to add some acidity, you could either have lime or you could put some of this in. This is just a bit less zingy than lime. So I've got a recipe, for example, for pork chops in like a kind of brown sugar, ginger, fish sauce marinade that I stir through some noodles with loads of fresh mint and grated carrot, and then I put some of this in it. It just wakens everything up. So you could use white wine vinegar, but this is just a little bit more authentic. That's about it for vinegar. Oh no, wait a minute, I'm English. Cannot forget malt vinegar. So one really important thing, if you're cooking for someone who's celiac or gluten intolerant, they can't have malt vinegar because it's got gluten in. So you should use something like a white wine vinegar or a red wine vinegar. I can eat gluten, so I love malt vinegar. I'm old school, I'll have it on chips. Quite like it on a roast potato, sorry mum. But yeah, this is the stuff that you would know from having on chips. It's probably a bit harsh to use on like a salad dressing or something because it's got quite a lot of flavour. So keep this for your chips. Use your white wine vinegar or your red wine vinegar or your sherry vinegar for a salad dressing. Use your balsamic vinegar to drizzle over things, and use your rice vinegar when you're cooking something Asian that needs a bit of a kick. Hope that's helpful. Let me know if you need to know about any more ingredients and I will do another video. Thank you.